Where else would you rather be on a Friday night? What's going on, good people? Welcome into the Delmarva Sports Insider, the only live and local show dedicated to giving you all local sports all the time. I'm Sports Director Trayvon Miles.
And I'm Brandon Bossert. Welcome on into the show. We've got a ton of hoops to talk about tonight. One team in the Henlopen really starting to distance themselves this week. We'll dive into that soon. Yeah,
it's going to be a good night, Brandon. Since the last time we were on this show last week, we've learned some new things when it comes to Henlopen basketball.
Absolutely, Trey. What a week it was. Let's go ahead and get right into those highlights. We've got a really good matchup to get into.
Yeah, we'll begin with the biggest matchup of the week. After the show last week, we established Smyrna and Caesar Rodney as likely the two top teams in the conference.
Yep, definitely.
CR is a scoring machine, averaging over 85 points per game to start the year. Smyrna, on the other hand, an all-around juggernaut and among the defensive leaders in the league. The Riders came in 4-0 and the Eagles came in 4-0. Only one team could leave the gym undefeated on Tuesday in Camden, and the Riders came out hot. Bryson Williams, the senior, driving through the defense, getting the floater to fall. 20 points for him, and it's Ryan Carey from beyond the arc. He's knocking down the three. The Riders up 5 after one quarter. Second quarter, the Eagles go on a run. Salako going to get it under the basket. Watch him rise up for the jam.
He's got
Remember, Salako had the buzzer beater last year in this matchup. Then it's Elijah Creedle knifing to the basket. Smyrna up 3 at the half.
Let's move to the second half now. Cole Matthews gets it from 3. He puts it in from long distance at the buzzer to end the third. And then the icing on the cake right here. It's Salako with the alley-oop right here from Creedle. Throws it down. Smyrna, they get the statement win. Man, 70-52 over CR. They move to 5-0.
It's very encouraging. I really liked our guys' energy tonight. We did our homework against CR. We know what their program is about. We know the talent that they have. So I'm very excited that we came out the way that we did.
We knew that this was going to be a tough game. We knew that they were going to give us everything that they had, and we just had to come out and give everything that we had and play Smyrna basketball. That's all it is.
Now, Brandon, we talked about this matchup last week, and we did discuss whether we thought CR could hang around. Well, judging off some scores I'd seen, I thought Smyrna was hands down the top team in the Henlopen Conference. Obviously, they proved that on Tuesday night, that they are at the top, and they could finish undefeated. Just some early looking on based off the all-Henlopen schedule we'll see this year.
Yeah, and let's not forget, they beat CR at their house up in Camden. I think the Eagles, they're going to soar to the Final Four this year. Not only do I love those Philadelphia Eagles, I love these Eagles right here. Hey, the Eagles had a great day today. You know that, Trey.
They sure did.
I was high on the Eagles last year. They got tripped up in the first round against a good St. Andrews team. But this squad has everything you need to make a deep run for the playoffs. They got that defense. That's the bedrock of their squad. They've got a squad full of seniors this year, including Salako. Move out of this man's way when he is down there in the paint. One of the top athletes in the Henlopen. And they have a championship coach in Coach Mears. They're allowing just 40 points per game so far. And also, I saw the best point differential in all of Delaware, and they now sit 6-0.
Absolutely. They are going to be a tough out when it comes to the playoffs.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see once they get out of the Henlopen North, once they get to that tournament and play teams outside the Henlopen North, how well do they stack up? Well, let's move on to another Henlopen North battle. It's Milford and Polytech tonight. Both squads looking for win number 2. Pick this up in the second half. Xavier Brewington steps in front of that pass. He's taking it coast to coast. Nice finish there. Yeah, 13 on the night. Trey, he got the layup. It's okay. Check out the sharp shooting right here. Number 2, Kyle Gamber puts it up and drained the tray ball right there. That kid can play. Watch him turn defense into offense, taking it in himself, finishing with the left hand. This kid can play. You say he's a sophomore, right, Trey?
Yeah, he's a sophomore.
Yeah, Milford not going away, though. Nice ball movement here. There's Matthew Adams, long range. Give him all 3 of those. But check out this sequence right here. Polytech denied not once, but twice right here with the swat. And then right here, it's Adams. He's going up, but Cam Wilkerson says, no, son, get that out of here.
It's 5 foot.
Yeah, exactly. Chasing him down. Then here's Gamber scoring on the floater, and Poly takes it 54-42.
Former Y-High star Jason Handy now starring for Delmarva Christian as they took on St. Mark's last night. First possession of the game. We're not going to waste any time. Jabri White driving down the baseline, putting the defender on the mat. Yes, he did. He did not have to do that to that young man. He has a family. The Spartans take a 7-point lead into the second quarter. Christian showing some fight. Gabe Hurlin driving through the traffic, going to get the layup to fall. Then it's Lou Florimi going to drive to the cup. He's going to get the basket and the contact. The Royals cut it to a 2-point deficit at the half. Second half now, the Royals sticking close. Shot missed from outside. There is Handy, like we've seen him so many times on the offensive glass. He puts it back there. 2-point game, 10 seconds left. Hurling going for the winner, and it is just off the front of the rim. Delmarva Christian falls to St. Mark's 41-39. Here's Handy on his transition to Delaware Hoops.
It's been a great experience. They welcome me with open arms and very much love. And I think we can be a really good team coming along. And we're back at it Saturday. I mean, they had a really good year last year too. I think this school is a powerhouse just as much as Wahai, and I think we can go very far this year.
All right, let's give the Henlopen South some love. From Tuesday, it's Delmar and Seaford. Both came in undefeated. Wildcats' Cameron Bosman lighting it up from downtown. Kid had 13 for number 13. Then Brent Ricketts. This guy does it all for the Blue Jays. Buries the corner trade there. That's 7 threes on the night, 27 for him. But Delmar taking control in the third. Davin Chandler puts up the floater. Great move there by the youngster. But the play of the day for Delmar, Jeremiah Lumpkin-Beal. Watch him trail this play. He's going to go up, get the rebound, throw it down. Wow.
My goodness.
The gym went absolutely nuts on this play right here. One more time, Beal finished with 21 on the night in the fourth. Wildcats finish off the Blue Jays. TJ Gibson, the nice tray ball right there. Delmar takes it 60-51 over their rivals.
Ball movement, we was trusting each other. Passes was going where they had to go, and we locked in on defense, so it made it a little harder for Seaford to score. We're capable. We can play with any team in the South. So as long as we battle, everybody's in the game, the bench, the players, I think we got a good shot with anybody.
And some other scores we saw this week. Sussex Central won on Tuesday. Now they did lose tonight to Smyrna, so the Golden Knights sit at 4-2. They are much improved, though. They won just 5 games all of last season, already at 4. How about this next score? Woodbridge beat Delmar last night. That's the Wildcats' first loss of the year. Bridge going to get interesting. They get Laurel next week. And speaking of Laurel, they got back to work this week with a 16-point win over Indian River. Milford got their first win of the year on Tuesday. They took a comeback effort, but they beat a winless Sussex Tech. So, Brandon, out of all we saw this week, what stood out the most? I'm going to have to say, what do we make of the Henlopen South? Man, I think we know what's going to happen in the North. I guess we can't really say that yet. But Woodbridge, are they the top team in the South right now? We've seen some parity. We haven't seen Laurel much. We haven't seen Lake Forest. We thought Delmar was a top dog. Woodbridge obviously takes them out. So these teams, to me, look kind of even right now.
Well, you got to remember, we've only seen a couple of games for all of these teams. We've only seen Woodbridge twice. We've only seen Delmar 4 times. I think the way that you got to look at the Henlopen South is it's a number of tiers. You've got in Tier 1, you've got Woodbridge and you have Delmar. And then the next tier, you have Seaford and Laurel. And then the next tier, you have Lake and IR.
Yeah.
And then finally, you got Sussex Academy at the bottom. Well, Woodbridge has now beaten Delmar, but has only played 2 games. Like I said, Delmar took care of Laurel and Seaford, which earned them a lot of respect. They lack size, Delmar does, but they have athletes and they have shooters, so they are a threat to win the Henlopen South this year. They'll have to beat Woodbridge in that second meeting, though.
Yeah, and they're a well-coached team. And I think for a team as disciplined as Delmar, it's going to come down to the final games.
Yeah.
All right, let's move over to the girls' side. We had a Henlopen North matchup this evening. Smyrna traveling down to see Sussex Central, and, well, they came out firing, the Golden Knights did. Victoria Jacobs getting the ball out to Blair Domstadter. She's going to splash a 3. The Knights taking a 3-point lead after 1 quarter, but the Eagles come right back. Megan Keller on the outside. She's draining the 3. Very next possession, Keller again. same spot. You know, you might want to put up a hand. The Eagles take a 3-point lead into the halftime locker room.
Let's move to the second half now. Smyrna holding on that thin lead past
nice
the
pass.
corner. Glenice James, she nails the three. 2-point lead in the fourth for the Eagles, but Central would wake up right here. Pass inside, Jamara Hopkins. She powers through the defense, gets the bucket there. Knights end the game on a 7-0 run, and they take it 41-36.
Originally, we came into it thinking that we were going to dominate. That's kind of why they got up on us. But we were able to, you know, stick with them defensing and rebounding especially. We rebounded real good and controlled the boards, and I think that's why we got the dub.
I heard that. All right, on to a few other girls' scores from this evening. Polytech gets their second win of the year. They beat Milford. And Cape moves to 6-0. Get this,
how about Cape?
Brandon. The Lady Vikings have outscored their opponents 356 to 132. That's equivalent to per game averages of 60 points scored against 22 given up. So,
pretty good. They are pretty good, Trey.
I would say so. So tonight we saw some fight out of some others, like the North is and has been wrapped up for a while. But more importantly, I think it'll be important for some other teams to get some confidence and put up a fight. So when the playoffs come around, everybody's getting into the playoffs this year, we know. Maybe some team can pull off an upset against some of these more dominant teams.
Yeah, but I want to talk about the team that is the best in the Henlopen
we know
North.
who's going to win the North.
It is Cape Henlopen. I think everyone knows it at this point. Closest game was by 21 against Caesar Rodney. The question really is with this club, and we mentioned this with Smyrna, how do they stack up against the other great teams in the state?
Yes.
I'm talking about the teams from Newcastle County, St. Elizabeth, Sanford, Conrad, who just lost their best player to college, actually, and Ursuline. We've got 4 really good teams up in Newcastle County. Cape's not going to see them at all until the tournament. That's something we won't find out until the tournament, but I truly think that Cape has a real chance, a really good chance of making it back to the Final Four this year, and that would be amazing to see them do it after they lost to those 2 great seniors last year.
Yeah, Cape had an awesome chance to win the state championship last year. I think it says nothing but great things about their program that they have a chance to do it again this season.
Absolutely.
That'll do it for the A block. We're taking a quick commercial break, but when we return, 2 perennial title contenders battling it out on the mats. This one came down to the wire. Those highlights and more when DSI returns.
Hi, I'm Micaiah Applewhite. I'm from Cape Henlopen High School, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.